think sometimes drugs are simply just available.
I do drugs because I want to impress my friends.
To party just a little bit harder.
False sense of security.
Peer pressure.
Desperation.
To escape reality.
They don't know better.
There's just so widespread.
A coping mechanism.
An excuse.
Bad childhood. Popularity.
Fun. Pressure.
Depression. Fun.
Athletics.
Stress. Pressure. Fun.
Friends.
Pressure.
Family.
Addiction.
I think the main reasons I started smoking were just because it gave me an escape. It kind of gave me a break to everything I'd been dealing with and just the different stresses and pressures that Saratoga has in general.
I began using them as an escape or to numb out from reality, and then that led to some pretty negative impacts.
Typically, young adults begin using drugs and alcohol between the ages of 12 and 14. Out of the 20 million alcoholics present in America, more than half begin drinking in their teens. 78% of U.S. teens between the ages of 13 and 18 drink alcohol, and 42.5% used illicit substances.
So initially, a student or a teenager may get involved in drugs specifically because their friends are doing it, they want to try it. Sometimes it's because they're feeling out of sorts and it's the only thing that makes them feel better. In extreme cases of drug and alcohol use, we may see headache, nausea, vomiting, gastritis, kidney failure, liver failure, coma, and then perhaps even death.
1 in 10 past-year illicit drug users had serious suicidal thoughts or actions.
I think that I'm smart enough to be able to manage them, but then again, I guess that's what probably everyone says. They definitely help, I'll tell you that. Probably not what you want to hear, but they do.
Kids think they're invincible. I did, right? You can't tell me I can't jump off that cliff into that pool of water, whatever it is, you know? I can stop when it gets bad. I will stop. It's really, if you have a problem, the thing is you're not alone. It's not a weakness. It's not a sign of weakness. It's an illness.
The problem with most people that are between the ages of 14 and 18 is that there's this infallibility, this immortality, this sense that I'll never get caught and I'll never die. And so until people experience consequences, do they understand that some people get caught and some people die, unfortunately, because of all of these things.
When this one kid is giving that drug speech, what are you doing in class?
Oh, I'm not paying attention. Because I know that everyone around me at some point is going to try drugs, and that's just how it's going to be. You know, if the kids who do drugs are going to do drugs, and the kids who don't aren't going to do drugs. You know, her speech isn't going to change the way I look at anything, honestly. I mean, there's not much the school, could really do. It's a really tricky subject.
I think that the information that helps the 16-year-old comes from another 16-year-old, from a friend who cares and loves that person and wants them back, but doesn't want them lost and using. And that's the tough part, because for me, from some old person telling somebody, listen, but they might listen to you.
Peers are good social supports, but they don't always have all the educational knowledge that they need to help a person work on that addiction. I just want to talk to students about using their natural intelligence that they have to make choices. And I want to respect young people, because young people have good brains, but they also are at a time in their life where they want to experiment with things. So just kind of reminding them, make good choices.
It may seem like a fun time, and it may seem like something that is going to make you happy, or it's going to make you less stressed. But in the end, I recommend trying to surround yourself with alternative ways of finding happiness or de-stressing. Like find good friends, find fun things to do that don't include drugs and alcohol. Find other ways of achieving.